Here's a great activity using the 5 E's. And you can see here is my lesson plan that I used when using School AI. We wanted to focus in on a couple different standards on character traits. So for example, we wanted to focus on comparing and contrasting two more characters. And then we also wanted them to kind of summarize the text and themes. And then we wanted them to focus on the theme as well. So with this, we have what makes a character change. With this lesson, I went in and I prompted this to help me use the 5E model. So that uses explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. From here, then, I created different activities to support my students' learning. What makes a character change? First, they're going to engage. Students are going to maybe imagine their favorite story. This can be from when they were a kid to their favorite TV show. And they're going to think about that main character and what happened if that main character never changed from the beginning of the book to the end, or the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. Would we still like them? Would we still love it? Why or why not? So that's the first question. I just want to prompt my students to kind of hook them in this lesson. Once we do that, we have this plot twist predictor where they're going to choose their story, predict a twist, share and compare, and then they're going to give a twist award to the most creative or the most funny thing that they've seen. So again, they're going to think about a story that they know really well. Once they do that, they're going to maybe imagine something unexpected maybe happened in the middle of that story, and it would be that kind of plot twist. So what would they maybe add? They're going to read other partners and talk with their classmates. And then again, they're going to give those awards to their friends. So that's how we're going to engage our students into this content. Then we're ready for them to explore. While students are exploring, they're going to be able to use this space in School AI. With this space, students are going to be able to join, and they're going to think about what makes a character again, kind of change. It's going to use a passage. So there's two passages that students are also going to have right next to them from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And they're going to use those two passages to think about what is the difference that they maybe notice. And what I love about this is I'm going to go ahead and act like that student. I'm going to put, I don't know. And I can then kind of see the scaffolding that might support this student. So, okay, it says, no worries, let's break it down. Passage 1. And passage 2, and then it asks the students why they might think about that. So again, this is going to kind of help them after they read those passages, explore this space, and from there they're going to be able to make comparisons from passage 1, passage 2, and what those two passages maybe had in common. After that, we're ready to explain, where we're going to have a classroom discussion about how do the changes in the main character affect the overall message or theme of the different stories. We're going to think about different events that maybe lead to character change and what it might tell us about the theme. Students can add their name and their thoughts, and then we're going to have a classroom discussion around what they kind of did. So again, kind of think where they think first. I might have them share with a partner, and then we'll have a classroom discussion where they're able to think about those changes. After that, we're ready to create a comic strip where students are going to come in and illustrate and create a comic strip. And they're going to show how a character changes over time. They're going to give us certain events and interactions that maybe cause these changes. Last, they can evaluate. Students can choose one of these 4 choices, and they can create, and we're going to dive deeper into character changes. They pick one of these options, and they're going to reflect and think about how the characters grow and transform their impact. So they can either create a character time capsule, a change timeline, an advice column, or an alternative ending. So this is going to be a great way for students to explore this lesson using the 5E model.